Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saroke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur.
The learning objectives for today's session are: number 1, study of two-stage reciprocating air compressor. In previous session, we have completed single acting and single stage reciprocating air compressor, whereas in today's session we will be completing two-stage reciprocating air compressor. Second, study of rotary air compressor and its type. The next part of air compressor, that is rotary air compressors, will be studied in this session and the various types of it. Starting with two-stage reciprocating air compressor. Two-stage air compressor with intercooler is shown in figure below, and the indicator diagram is shown in figure 4.1.6. The air from atmosphere is sucked into the LP cylinder, that is low pressure cylinder, at P1. Then it is compressed polytropically to pressure P2, that is at constant pressure, that is at constant temperature. The low pressure cylinder discharges it into intercooler along line to P2, where air is cooled at constant pressure P2 to its original temperature corresponding to zero point 0.1 by circulating cold water inside the intercooler. When the air is cooled to original temperature, the cooling is perfect due to cooling at constant pressure decreases from volume from 2 dash to P2 and 2 to P2. The cooled air is drawn into high pressure cylinder along the line P2 to 2. For the second stage compression, where it is compressed to final pressure P3, the air from intercooler is sucked in high pressure stage or in high pressure compressor, and it is compressed and delivered to receiver at constant pressure along the line P3 E3 to P3. Figure 4.1.6 C shows the combined indicated diagram for low pressure and high pressure single pressure cylinder of single acting two stage air compressor with perfect intercooling. The shaded area shows saving of work as a result of appropriated isothermal area. The two-stage reciprocating air compressor is useful for getting more amount of compressed air with less amount of work. The use of intercooler increases the pressure of air and reduces the temperature. It also helps to deliver more amount of work required. The power required in a multi-stage compressor is less as compared to single stage for the same amount of output or for the same amount of discharge to be delivered. The intercooler is used where the more power or more air, compressed air, is needed to be required. Two-stage reciprocating air compressors are also used where the delivery of air is required is high or the air pressure required is high. Next is rotary air compressor. Rotary compressors are used for supplying large volume of air up to 3000 meter cube per minute at very low pressure, which rises up to 10 bar. The compressor of air follows the law PV raised to n is equal to C, that is PV raised to n is equal to constant. The index of compression may be as high as 1.7 if no cooling device are used. The running speed of this compressor are up to about 40,000 rpm, which is very high. The intercooler may be used between stages, then the value of index can be reduced to approximate adiabatic compression. The rotary compressors are divided into two types: positive displacement compressor and non-positive displacement compressor. The very first type of rotary compressor is a screw compressor. The screw compressor is a positive displacement compressor, that is, the air delivery is continuous. In a screw compressor, the suction and discharge valve is replaced by port in housing and a piston by helical screw rotor. It consists of two helical groove rotors which are meshed with each other in a housing as shown in figure below. The electric motor drives male rotor shaft and female follows it, but in some design the metallic cylinder rotor follows male lobes and female lobes. Hmm. It consists of two groove rotors as shown in figure, which are always meshed each with each another. The compression process is obtained by direct volume reduction with pure rotary motion. For clarity, the following description of the compression and phase is limited to one make rotor lobe and one female rotor interlobe space. The compression process is described in three processes: suction, compression, and discharge. In suction, as rotor begin to unmesh, a void is created on both male side and female side, and the air or the gas is drawn in through the inlet port. As rotor continue to turn, interlobe space increase in size and gas flow continuously into the compressor. Just prior to point at which interlobe space leaves the inlet port, the entire length of interlobe space is completely filled with gas. In compression, further rotation starts meshing of another male lobe with another female interlobe space on suction end and progressively compresses the air in axial direction of discharge. Thus, occupied volume of trapped air within the lobes or interlobes is decreased and the air pressure increases consequently. At a determined point by built-in volume ratio, the discharge port is uncovered and the compressed air is discharged by further meshing of lobe and interlobe space. This causes the discharge port. This type of compressor gives smooth and continuous flow of air due to intake and discharge cycle overlap. This has low maintenance due to less moving part, smaller in size, lighter in weight, stepless capacity control, less starting torque, no need of balancing, less wear and tear, as well as less vibration. The only disadvantage of this type of compressor is that at it the performance can be affected by the presence of moisture in suction air. That is, the air sucked from atmosphere or the moisture content in it can affect the performance of this type of compressors. The second type of rotary compressor is centrifugal compressor. It is also called as non-positive displacement rotary compressor. Non-positive displacement rotary compressor have the delivery of air intermittent. That is, the delivery of air is not continuous. The centrifugal compressor is same in construction like the centrifugal pump. It mainly consists of impeller and diffuser. The impeller consists of impeller disc and impeller vanes attached on impeller disc radially, forming radial diverging passage as shown in figure. The impeller rotates with shaft at high speed and air is drawn into the impeller I in axial direction. The air is flown radially outward through impeller passage due to centrifugal force, and kinetic energy is imported to air with some static pressure rise. The remaining pressure rise is obtained in the diffuser. The diffuser, which is stationary, consists of number of fixed diverging passages. The air leaves the impeller tip with high velocity and enters the diffuser. The diffuser, in which reduces high velocity, thus by diffusion process or deacceleration of air in diffuser, kinetic energy is converted into pressure energy. The flow from diffuser is collected into spiral passage from which it is discharged from the compressor. Single stage compressor can develop a pressure ratio of 4 is to 1 and to 10 is to 1 with the help of multi-stage centrifugal compressor. The application of rotary compressor is used in oil refinery, petrochemical plant, natural gas transmission, refrigeration plant, and supercharging of SI and CI engine. The gas plants where the compressed air or air to be compressed is filtered, there the rotary compressors are used widely. Let us see the comparison between reciprocating air compressor and rotary air compressor. In reciprocating air compressor, compression of air takes place with the help of piston and cylinder management with reciprocating motion of piston, whereas in rotary air compressor, compression takes place due to rotary motion. In reciprocating air compressor, delivery of air is intermittent, whereas in rotary air compressor, delivery of air is continuous. Delivery pressure is high, pressure ratio is high in reciprocating air compression, whereas delivery pressure is low and pressure ratio is also low in rotary air compressor. Flow rate of air is low in reciprocating air compressor, whereas flow rate of air is high in rotary air compressor. Reciprocating air compressor cannot be directly coupled to prime mover. Rotary air compressor can be directly coupled to prime mover. Speed of compressor is low because of unbalanced forces in reciprocating air compressor, whereas the speed of rotary air compressor is high because of perfect balancing and lesser moving parts. The next, it has more number of moving parts, so more wear and tear, more lubrication and more maintenance is required in case of reciprocating air compressor, whereas it has less moving parts, less wear and tear, less lubrication and less maintenance is required in rotary air compressor. Reciprocating air compressor used when small quantity of air at high pressure is required, whereas rotary air compressor is used where a large quantity of air at low pressure is required. High installation cost for reciprocating air compressor due to higher vibration, whereas low installation cost due to less vibration in rotary air compressor. Reciprocating compressor have suction and discharge valve, whereas rotary compressors have the valves are replaced by the ports in the housing. More starting torque is required in the reciprocating air compressor, whereas less starting torque is required in rotary air compressor and stepless capacity control. So these are the differences between rotary and reciprocating air compressor. This completes our air compressor chapters. The last point is methods to reduce power consumption of air compressor. The air compressor consumes more power. So in order to reduce the power consumption of an air compressor or to obtain more power, more air compressed air with same amount of power, there are some method. The isothermal compression requires least amount of energy. For achieving isothermal compression, the speed of compressor should be low, which require more time for completion of compression process. The following method achieve the isothermal compression when the speed of compressor is maintained, which saves the energy. That is, the following are the methods to reduce the power consumption of an air compressor. First is interstage cooling. That is, the compression process is divided into number of stages. It may be divided into 2 or more stages. That is use of intercooler. The compressed air in a fresh stage is passed through intercooler before passing through second stage. The intercooler air is cooled to original temperature, and the as the temperature of air is reduced, we can compress the air again, and so that the temperature of air does not increases and the adiabatic a constant and is maintained. Second, water jacketing. Water jacketing is nothing but keeping the compressor circulating with water. The water is kept circulating around the compressor and the air is cooled. This method is not effective or is partially effective due to reduction in heat transfer rate to the wall. And third, other methods, that is install equipment, that is solenoid cutoff valve in system so that air supply to machine can be switched off when it is not in use. Use multi-stage compression as it consumes less power for same output than a single stage compressor. Reduce compressor delivery pressure whenever possible to save energy. Use regenerative air dryer. This uses heat of compressed air to remove moisture. Install manometer across the filter and monitor pressure drop as a fluid to replace filter element. Locate the compressor in a well ventilated area and or use the cold air from outside such that air intake to compressor is not warm and humid. Every 4 degree Celsius rise of air inlet temperature will increase the power consumption by 1%. So, locate the compressor in a well ventilated area so it can draw the cool air, and provide extra air receiver at a point of high cyclic air demand which permit operation without extra compressor capacity. So this is it for today's session. In today's session we have completed two-stage reciprocating air compressor, rotary air compressor, its type, difference between reciprocating air compressor and rotary air compressor, and the methods to reduce the energy required to run the air compressor. Thank you. This completes our chapter number 4.